powered by Arena Club. Oh, hello, Shohei Ohtani. First time completing 5 innings this year. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts in 87 pitches against the Cincinnati Reds. A season high, 9 punch-outs, 14 of 29 whiffs on curveballs and sweepers. He didn't unleash that curveball, Kratz, until earlier this month, August 6th. Then he barely threw it the next few starts, and then boom. I didn't get the final count yesterday, but just watching him, I saw many. He probably threw more curveballs in this last outing than he did the entire year. So here comes another one in the arsenal. I think 7 different pitch types in the first inning for him alone, scaling 76 to 99 miles an hour. When people were like, oh, is Shohei the same? He was in a little bit of a rut on the mound. It's like, actually, he's still building up to October Shohei on the mound. I just feel like he knows himself so well at this point. He does something that nobody else does, and he recognizes where the Dodgers are in their season. So
Yeah.
you ease up the innings, you ease in the pitches.
Yeah.
Pitches cause more of a strain on the body, right? Usually breakers,
Oh, no.
curves and sweepers.
No, because sometimes people say the fastball, when you get to, you really put the torque on it for the fastball, is the one. If we knew the answer to that, Scott, we'd tell people to stop doing things.
Do you think certain pitchers feel more strain from certain pitches?
I think everyone's built differently, and it just depends on how you throw pitches. I don't think that there's one scientific thing that says, because if you watch all this stuff, they're saying, full effort puts so much strain on the elbow throwing a fastball, and then some people think it's when you really rip the breaking ball down. Some people, they said for years that splits were bad for an elbow because of the way the ball came out of your hands. Nobody knows. If they knew, they'd fix it. Nobody really knows.
23 curveballs, 26% of his pitches. I could have looked down at notes and seen that. He had thrown 11 combined through his first 10 starts. Really none for.
So he mixed it up.
Whatever.
He's feeling comfortable and he wants to throw some breaking balls.
He's making good.
It's good.
The more he's got, the better.
True.
Usually that's the case. I mean, unless you're Darvish and you have 15 pitches and you got to go down to 10 or something. But here's Alden Gonzalez with more information on Ohtani and the curveball that we're looking at on the screen. Basically what we were saying here, and just gave up the Noel B. Marte homer. Aside from that, I mean, this was the most impressive outing from him. And then he had to lead off the next half inning and was hustling back. Did you see him? He kind of took a deep breath and then he was like, oh, crap. And he just got to get to the dugout.
Oh, yeah.
I think if you have another good example, Shane Bieber took 7 starts in the minor leagues to come off of Tommy John. Not saying they had the same thing, internal bracing, Tommy John, whatever, we're splitting hairs. But he said he felt like he needed all 7 of those starts. He said may have felt a little excessive, but he wanted to make sure he was ready when he's in the big leagues. Shohei's done this in the big leagues. He's built himself up in the big leagues. So if you think Shane Bieber's an option for the Blue Jays, Shohei clearly has to be an option.
When you watch an outing like that yesterday, Kratz, do you feel differently about the Dodgers' World Series chances?
Differently? How did I feel about it before?
I don't know. You tell me. How did you feel about them? And then how do you feel when you see an outing like that and think, could this guy be a number 1 in October that dominates?
Will he ever be a number 1? I don't know. I don't know if Shohei will ever be a number 1
now.
He was a number 1 when he was pitching for Anaheim.
I think he's a 1. I mean, my only thing was you got to get back to the length, but now that he got to 5, which is what
everyone's
got to do these days,
more than they throw in the postseason anyway.
Last night,
the question is he one of the best 4 for the Dodgers? The Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, and Kershaw. The way he's been pitching.
That's what makes you a number 1.
Line up the rotation. Okay, you've got a 4-game or a best of 7. You need 4 starters. Who are your starting pitchers for the Dodgers if they're all intact here?
Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Shohei. Well, and it kills me. It kills me to not have.
Yamamoto's probably going to be 1. He's probably going to start game 1.
Yep.
Yamamoto. Then I would think they'd go Snell, then probably Glasnow. Then you make a decision between Shohei and Kershaw.
I like Glasnow.
Ohtani?
I like Glasnow on game 3 just because your bullpen is rested from the day off after game 2. I like that because he can just go out and he can throw his 100 pitches at 102 miles an hour in 4 or 5 innings, probably rack up 8 or 10 strikeouts. To me, I think that game 4 is dictated. Who starts that is dictated based on how the series is. If you're considering between Clayton and Shohei, I just don't know if you can skip an entire series of not having Shohei pitch. Like if you can go game 4 and Kershaw closes it out because Yamamoto's not coming back for game 5 like other teams, so they may be the only team that needs 5 starters in the playoffs.
That's not a bad point.
Yeah.
Right. Yamamoto at his most effective when he's got
extra
days.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting point. So maybe they do use all 5. Because that's the question with Kershaw. I mean, he's not going to be out of the bullpen.
Mm-mm.
No.
Right?
Clayton starts or is not on the roster.
Yeah.
He's on the roster.
So
even if he doesn't
then he's
start?
starting.
He's going to start. I'm saying he's going to start. I'm not saying where he's going to start. But you can't not have him start. He has to be a guy that is in. You're not going to go to him. I know we talked about Verlander last year, but it was a way different case. All Kershaw ever does when he takes the ball is goes out there and gives you what is needed. I don't care. I don't like the whole talk about postseason Kershaw. Don't, because I think the next start will always be his best start.
To me, it's beyond postseason Kershaw at this point.
He's had good moments in the postseason. Like he was really
Yes.
bad early. Like, but it was mostly against St. Louis, but he's been a lot better. I mean, for a long time.
But
he's had moments.
Yeah. Does his stuff play against the top offenses the same way? Is there a
played against every team he's faced this year?
Yeah.
I don't know who he's pitched against, but every team he's pitched against, he's been fine.
No, you want the best stuff out.
Okay, so
I'm just
start Shohei, piggyback Kershaw. I don't know.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he'll.
I mean, there he is against the team you just said was so good, the Reds.
You're the one who's all over the Reds.
Their offense is not that good. It's not. If they could hit, they'd be a lot better because their pitching has been really good.
Okay, so 5-man rotation, a very rare 5-man rotation in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen because you're going to want even
relievers. How is this working?
I don't know. That's what's going to be fascinating to see what they do with Ohtani. They might back Ohtani off and say, "Listen, Shohei, you're at your limit since you just had your second elbow surgery, and this is that be their excuse to get out of it."
Does Ohtani have to start, or could you mid-game him?
You can't, because then you lose the DH when you take him out. You can't do that. That's the whole thing. You can't do that. He has to start, or he does not pitch, unless he comes in and closes, and you just hope and pray that he doesn't blow it. But they also haven't done that. So at some point, if they're going to make him the closer, they're going to have to start getting him ready to do that. Because what happens if it's the bottom of they're in Dodger Stadium, it's game 7 of the World Series. Shohei hits a leadoff double, and and by the way, we're tied, and he's the go-ahead run. He scores the go-ahead run with 2 outs. And they're like, "Hey, Show, you're closing the ninth." He hasn't thrown. You can't do it.
Okay,
but you can't do it.
You want your 4 best stuff guys in the playoffs, and if that's the case, you're going to sacrifice a reliever?
Yes. We'll see.
So that Yamamoto can get an extra day in a 4-game series?
Yeah, you want 4.
Yeah. They have to get through a wild card round first, most likely.
More like, yeah.
It's not
the Phillies keep playing at City.
The Dodgers have been to the postseason enough. They understand Dave Roberts was masterful in the use of the bullpen. They understand their goal is to get 27 outs each night. And to me, I think with Kershaw and Shohei as starting pitchers, how it works out, I think it'll all depend on what round they're in, the 3-game wild card series, or they get a bye in the first round, whatever it is. I think that's how they're gonna deploy it, which is a bonus compared to last year where they had to start 2 or have 2 complete bullpen games. Their bullpen's not in that kind of shape right now. They may heal up by the end of September, but not right now. They're not.
Yeah, and also you generally are doing those bullpen games on a need basis.
Yeah.
And that was the case for them, and it worked out well enough.
Yeah.
All right, FT fam, you know about Arena Club. We've shown you a bunch of different options on the screen, including that Shohei 50-50 card that I pulled. I mean, he's not going to do that again, is he?
No, not this year.
No. Hey, actually, 4
He's
years
not
from
getting
now,
he's not getting the stolen bases this year.
right? But let's say 3-4 years from now, if he stops pitching eventually and he becomes an outfielder, he might 50-50 again.
He could probably do it. He could probably do it this year if they'd let him run. But remember, he hurt his shoulder last year in the playoffs, and so they're very leery of him doing anything to hurt himself.
Mm-hmm.
They need him more just in the lineup. So if he only gets 35 stolen bases this year, it's still a pretty good year.
He still has
yeah.
17.
That's why I'm holding on.
Leading the team. It's crazy.
That's why I'm holding on to that one. It might be the only season of Shohei 50-50 cards. Use the code FOUL, FOUL, for 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase.